Johnson. At small forward, 6'7", 0. Starting at the other forward position, 6'9", number 27, Will Riley. The center, 7 foot even, number 20, Alex Saab. The other guard, 6'2", number 3, Ray Young. You're watching the Wizards, and coach is Brian Keefe. Once again, your Washington Wizards.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, Trae Young is out there with Johnson. Then it's Sarr, and there's Riley, and it's Coulibaly in at the 3. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2-10?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
To the middle, here's Riley. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Coulibaly. Johnson outside. Oh, good with the triple. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Coulibaly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wallace the pass to Dort. Over Coulibaly. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's Young at his best. Attack, draw defenders, and kick it out.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trae Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Here's Young, and he converts the layup.
Very difficult to predict where Trae Young is going when he puts it on the floor. With that ability to change direction and change pace.
Nice shot by Wallace.
excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Here is Riley. He had 15 points last outing. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Wallace, good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 7th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. And stolen by Koulibaly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Koulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yeah, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, well, Trae Young saw a 3 made on the other end of the floor, and he came right back with a quick response.
Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A wide open look here for Koulibaly. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder leading by 9. Pulls up on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Johnson finds Young. Over Wallace. Again, the Wizards score.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Lets the 3 fly. Dort misses. Wizards have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Riley. And the rejection by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Wallace. No good from outside. Wizards trail by 9. Johnson down low, defended by Dort. And the basket by Johnson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Young's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wallace misses. Here's Hartenstein. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. The kick out to Young. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 9. SGA passes to Williams. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Not many 7-footers move in space like Sarr, although one does come to mind.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket. The Wizards shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They're sticking to the campaign. And Sarr throws it down.
So much fluidity from Sarr, going right at the rim with that slam.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Down low, here's Riley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season. Now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Wizards trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Williams has got 7 points.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by the Wizards.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They double him with Mitchell. Here's Johnson. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Carrington. Following the score by Oklahoma City, Champagnie off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Williams passes to Joe. Launches a 3. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Carrington. Offline with his 3. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. This one for 3. Rebound by Williams. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Pistons. Here's Joe. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Pass to Champagnie. The Wizards with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 9. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Joe. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Holmgren finds Williams. For 3, Mitchell. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder lead by 7. And back with the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Wiggins, Jalen Williams out there with Holmgren. And it's Mitchell, and it's Joe in at the 2-guard spot.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Gill. The Wizards working the ball around now. And again, it's Washington with a three.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Misses the three. Wizards trail by 8. Hardy passes to Gill. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
It's good from long range. Joe's got 13 points.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Champagnie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the floater. Joe can't get it to go. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Champagnie passes to Gill. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
The Thunder leading by 7. On the wing, Wiggins for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
DC family, let's welcome your Wizards youth dance team to the floor.
So for the Wizards, Riley's checked in for Gill. Coulibaly comes in for Hardy. And Trae Young subbed in for Carlton Carrington. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Caruso's checked in. Williams comes with a double team. Here's Champagnie. Bangs home the trifecta.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to.
For 3, Holmgren. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Riley. Here's Champagnie. And again, Washington with the triple.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Pass to Coulibaly. Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Here's Caruso. Off target from three-point range. Wizards trail by 7. Over to the left wing. Riley. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
they just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Washington's gone 4 of 6 in long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Wasted no time on that one. Young's got 9 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Holmgren dishes to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Young. Pass to Coulibaly. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. It's Joe on the wing. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 3. To the inside. Vukcevic, good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Wizards making a change here. Sarge checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Cason Wallace comes in for Alex Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Isaiah Joe. And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Fourth, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Well, the numbers these guys are putting up are off the charts. And I think point guards historically have always played a major role in what you do from the free throw line.
The Thunder with another miss. Washington trailing. Holmgren comes with the double team. From outside the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Holmgren's got 11 points. Young pass to Sarr. Down low. Here's Champagnie.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. For 3, Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
3-point field goal.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 assists now tonight. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Let's see some of the numbers here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, and it's gotten physical inside, but Hartenstein making good use of his size right there.
Bounce pass Young, and Sarr throws it down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Offensive rebound. Count that one. Hartenstein's got 4 points this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Young pass to Sarr. Holmgren comes with the double team. Shots good from Young.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Thunder with the lead. SGA finds Holmgren. Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, the crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game. Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
The Thunder shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Here's Hartenstein. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
As the game has gone along, they've got more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Johnson, a wide open look, and another miss by Washington. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. Johnson with the rebound. Young against SGA. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 8 rebounds in this game. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Riley can't hit. Thunder shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And that one drops for him. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Johnson, the pass to Riley. The Wizards working the ball around now. Young's shot is off.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Wallace misses.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
The Wizards with another miss. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sometimes effort is more important than size. His rebounding numbers tonight are proof of that.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He nailed it from long range. Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them, but I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
Taking a closer look at that first half now, you really got to give it up for what Chet Holmgren is doing out there.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Sarr out there with Riley. Then it's Coulibaly. Then it's Johnson, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Johnson, the pass to Sarr. Young outside. Here's Riley. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Drake, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Dort misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. 7-point differential. Young's shot is off.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
20 feet out. Oklahoma City the rebound. Outside for SGA. No good on the triple.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Sarr. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
In the corner, it's Coulibaly. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
Johnson in the corner for the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. Here's Holmgren. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 9-point Thunder lead.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays. And well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
I am so impressed with the touch of Hartenstein. Basically, he's automatic around the rim.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? 5th on the list, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Sarr. SGA with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A 3-pointer, no good.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the 3-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Young looking around. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, it's easy to see why this team trusts Young to facilitate this offense. His decision-making is tremendous.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
It's Young on the wing. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 14. Johnson outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Johnson's got 15.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Well, the Wizards shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 13.
Yeah, that's just supreme confidence there from Young on that mid-range.
Dort misses. Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Johnson. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Dort. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Johnson in the corner. Fires from deep. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night. And stolen by Coulibaly. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Young in the corner. Pass to Riley. Wizards passing it around. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Dort. Connects from three-point range. Dort's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Oklahoma City. Young finds Coulibaly. From deep, Johnson. Dort grabs the miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And the shot goes down. Holmgren's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Pass to Song. Great D that time from Hartenstein.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And here's Young from the arc. Looking to end the run. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 16.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
They get it back. Outside, Dort to the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the defense was getting physical, but Shai was able to maintain his balance and convert that.
He was all alone on that.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 10. Johnson can't get it to go. The Thunder shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And now we get a chance to check out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging 30 points, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that. Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Riley. The 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Riley's got 18 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there. Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
Pass to Coulibaly. Young outside. The tray. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. Gets it down to single digits. 14 points for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
For the Wizards, Champagne's checked in, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Dort.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
1:39 left to play here in the third. Mitchell against Young. On the wing, Koulibaly. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Champagnie.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The Thunder leading by 7. Back to Williams. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected King.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that one's good. Champagnie.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Williams, that's a two-pointer. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Carrington finds Koulibaly. And it goes down 2 points. Champagnie's got 5 points now this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Beyond the arc. And they get it back. Count it, good. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Here's Young. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Thunder out in front. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Mitchell in at the point.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Caruso. The rebound by Carrington. Wizards trail by 3. Young with no one around. No good. That would have tied it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Young, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Fourth quarter still Young, just over a minute play.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Young from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. At one point, they led by 16. The 3, Caruso, no good. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Gill. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Young. Here's Vukcevic. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Vukcevic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Alexander Saul, he's checked in for Gill. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Alex Caruso. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
It's almost too easy for the rookie. He just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Pass to Williams. To halt the run, and right through it goes. Washington leading now by 4. Here's Young. A floater. Here's Carrington. Oh, good on the 3. Mitchell left side. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Baseline J on the way, and it's Mitchell missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Young, and off the front iron, and in it goes. And now a 6-point Wizards lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Joe. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over to the wing. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Another possession. Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
Joe can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Vukcevic. Back to Carrington. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. SGA with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. The shot by Williams, no good. The Wizards shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Champagnie off target with his 3.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Washington's ball. The kick out to Young. Off target from three-point range. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
Yeah, but the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Again, Mitchell missing.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Pass to Champagnie. Now Carrington. Holmgren with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Joe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Young. In the corner, it's Sarr. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Sarr's got the lead up to 8 now for Washington. Pass to SGA. Takes the 3. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Carrington. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Joe. No good from outside.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, see both teams changing it up here. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Wow, that's terrific. And the basket by Johnson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Carries it from three-point range.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Johnson for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
The 3 doesn't go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sarr, 3, good.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Beyond the arc. He drills the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Got it to go.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be a...
And another assist for him.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game.
How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record. Johnson, Holmgren rips down the rebound. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 17-point game, and it's blocked.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wizards.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Trae Young.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and Carlton Carrington's, and another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Koulibaly fires. Jumper is off. And here they come. SGA. Koulibaly with the rebound. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
A three-pointer. Good.
3-point field goal.
Sarr. Wiggins pulls it down. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused.
Trae,
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony.